So welcome back to everyone. Okay. So today we are going to see. Actually, we are seeing pandas, right? And today I'll show one different topic. Okay. So how to access your Python code like your exe file. Okay. How to convert that? Okay. Then I'll show one. I'm going to write one application. Okay. So it's just an introduction, right? Okay, so and Monday we have three topics on pandas. Okay, we will see on Monday. And today I'm gonna see how to convert your .py file to .exe file, and I'm gonna create one application. Then after that, I'm gonna convert that application into .exe. Okay, so let's see. First, you need to open your CMD. Okay, so before that, you have to go to your Python file path. Okay, so here my Python files are stored in here. Okay, so just click your path and type CMD, hit enter, and it automatically goes into your path with CMD. Okay, you can see here Python 3.8. We get the path. Okay, here you need to install pip install. Okay, pip install py installer. Okay, so this is the application, and the application helps to run directly to your .py file, and also you can convert your .py file into .exe. Okay, so the requirement already satisfied. I have installed already, and if you want to create a desktop application, you need to install one more library. Okay, and today class I just give introduction for Windows application, and also the conversion from .py to .exe. Okay, so don't worry. And by the next chapter, we have tkinter topic. Tkinter library is used to create your Windows applications. Okay, so here you need to install pip install tkinter. Okay, I have installed already. Okay, so don't worry about that. Some of the Pythons having inbuilt. Okay, so tkinter, some of them is inbuilt library. First check your go to your IDLE or Jupyter. Okay, so check import tkinter. Okay, import tkinter. If it is works, don't worry, your Python has tkinter library. Okay, if doesn't work, you go to your CMD and install it. Okay, so simple, and the library is used to create your Windows applications. Okay, and today we are going to create a digital clock by using your Python and tkinter library. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so you have already installed PyInstaller, right? Okay, so you can now you can access any file directly. Okay, and I'm gonna open my file. Open. I'm going to copy this path. Then I'm going to here and paste the path here. Then enter this. Okay. So now you can access any file by single clicking or double clicking. Okay. And here I have already developed digital clock.py. Okay, I'm gonna show this. Just click that and it opens the console window and gives your digital clock. Okay, now we are going to make this, okay, by own, right? And here it is, the railway time is running. Okay, now we are going to uh, make 12 hours clock. Okay, so this is your digital clock, right? So now time is 4:23. Is it correct? Yeah, 4:23. Don't worry. And we'll see the entire topic deeply in our next chapter. Okay. Now I'll show how to create a digital clock. Okay, that's all. And I'm going to my IDLE. Okay, here. So first we need to import one library, and we have two methods. Okay, so we have to import both. First one is from tkinter. Okay, then import star. Okay, and here we already know what is star. Okay, star is used to fetch all the methods from tkinter. Okay, then after that, from tkinter we have one method dot ttk. Okay, in here import star. Okay, and the above line we have fetch all the methods from tkinter, and here we have fetch all the method from ttk method, which is in the tkinter module. Okay, then so first we need a window, right? So we need to open a window. After that we can add whatever we want in that window. Okay, so first you need to create a window. By creating that, you have to use root equal to t caps and small k, and then after that open and close brackets. I'm going to save this. You can see the windows is opened, right? So we have created a basic window with tk. Okay, after that you can see here the windows title is tk, and I need to change that. Okay, so here I'm going to give root dot title, and here you can give your title. I'm going to give digital clock, and here I'm going to give 12 hours. Okay, then I'm going to run this. You can see now the topic has changed. Digital clock 12 hours. Okay, and after that, so then I need some labels. Okay, so label means we are going to tag them. We are going to give fonts. Okay, so we need font, right? We need numbers. We need some AM or PM, right? So by getting that, you have to create a label. Okay, I'm going to create a lab for variable, and after that equal to. So then I'm gonna give capital A and rest of them are small label. And here you need to pass a root. Root is my main master screen or main screen, right? And here root comma, you need to specify the font. Okay, I'm gonna give font equal to Calibri. Okay, Calibri is a font type, right? And after that, give comma, then give I'm going to give 60 as a font size, and then after that I'm going to give bold. Okay, for getting huge fonts. Then after that you need to specify background, and here I'm going to give purple color. Then after that I'm going to give foreground for a font color. Okay, so foreground equal to white, because purple is uh, dark color, right? So we need to give light color for font. Okay, so we can see easily. If you are giving dark color from both sides, it quite difficult to see. Okay, so here I'm going to give white. Okay, so then we have created a label and we have to pack them. Okay, pack means we need to create a package for a label. Okay, you need to specify lab dot pack. Inside your pack you need to pass anchor equal to center. Okay, so we need center face the value. Okay, so center face the screen, that's why I'm giving like this. Then we need a, okay, so we need a function. Okay, so for displaying time. Okay, here I'm going to create def time, that is my function. I'm going to give colon, and here I'm going to give yes equal to. Okay, so you need to import one more library, that is date time, or just time. Okay, and here you need to import time, and in the time we have to import strf time. Strf time means we can give tags like if you want to get if you need some specific format. Okay, in the clock sequence you can use strf time. Okay, the strf time is using to convert string from time and the specific format. Okay, just I import strf time, and here you need to give strf time, and then you need to give text equal to s. That's all. Okay, oh sorry. And here we are going to convert the time, right? You need to specify some tags. Okay, so here you need to give percentage, and we have so many tags in our python. The slash t slash n, those are tags as same as here. We are using percentage I for 12 hours clock, and percentage m for minutes, and percentage s for seconds, and give space, give small p, and before you have to give percentage. Okay, and this helps to get your time. Okay, so like this, that's all. And after that you need to configure that. Okay, so first you need to configure lab and that time sequence, label and time sequence. Okay, so give lab dot config, and here give text equal to s. Okay, because here we are converting the time into text. Okay, so that's why we can use the text into we can change their font, we can change font size and also style. Okay, so that's why I'm giving text equal to yes, and after that lab dot after. Okay, so lab dot after, then here I'm going to give 1000 rotations. Okay, so time, and now we get the function. Then finally you need to give time, you need to call the function time. Then after that you need to give main loop. Okay, so the main loop is used to continuously open your window. Okay, and also it loops continuously. Okay, it loops continuously. Here you are giving main loop. Okay, so no need to give while for that. Okay, and here I am giving main. The main loop only works in tk inter. That's all. Okay, so I'm going to save this now. So label is not defined. Label spelling is wrong, you need to change. I need to change that. Okay, so now I think get the answer. Name root is not, that is root where I have given that. Yeah, here let me change root. Font spelling, I need to give font equal to. Okay, so font equal to, now you get the answer with 12 hours timing. Okay, so 4:34:33 p.m. Okay, so if you want 24 hours timing, you need to change here. Okay, instead of um, I, if you are giving H, it gives 24 hours timing schedule. You can see 16:34:57. Okay, and here I'm going to give I'm going to run this. Now you can see it turns into 4, 3, 35 and 12. Okay, so the seconds are running, and the time is now 4:35. Okay, because we are using time module to get that result. Okay, so if you want to increase the window size, okay, you need to specify in here. Okay, so just give geometry root dot geometry. Okay, so just give root dot geometry. Then after that you need to specify your like width and height. Okay, and here I'm going to give 600. Okay, then after that I'm going to give x to 200. So my length is 600 and height is 200. And you can also specify where the windows will open. Okay, so if you want to open this window in here, you need to give plus 300 for left side and also plus 350 for right side. Okay, so now your window is like this. Okay, if you want to fill the entire value, you need to increase your font size. Here I'm going to give 80. You can see the font size has improved. Okay, so I'm gonna change my is 70 80. Okay, so 80 to 70, and here I'm gonna minimize my height. uh, Here I'm gonna give 150. Yeah, so now you can get the better view, right? So this is your digital clock project. Okay, it's very simple. Watch, I'll upload this video. Okay, watch this, and do practice and work. Okay, then develop your digital clock like this. Okay, then this is your just introduction for TK Inter. Okay, so then if you want to convert the application into .exe, okay, so go to your current folder, and here you need to, my value is E. Yeah, E. I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna create a new folder, because the .exe creating some 3 or 4 folders. Okay, so I'm gonna give E and enter it, and here I'm gonna paste that e.py. Okay, so click here, give cmd. So then the command is py installer, then give hyphen hyphen one file. Okay, so if you are not giving one file, and it won't create a single file, it creates 2 3 4 files. Okay, so that's why you need to create hyphen hyphen one file and hyphen window for console, and after that you need to specify your python file. Okay, that's all. Give enter. It takes time. Okay, you can see the folders are creating. Wait until the process finish. Okay, so once the process has finished, you can get the .exe file. Okay, and in my system I have some errors. Okay, so I have blocked some uh, unknown applications. Okay, so try this same procedure. Okay, so the computer has successfully tried the same procedure in your system. Okay, so here your .exe file has created e.exe. Okay, in dist file you get the .exe file. Okay, and so you can click this and get your direct result. Okay, uh, I'm going to click this. Okay, so I have restricted some permissions. Okay, so it shows error. Okay, so another program is currently using this file. Okay, so that's why it gives like this. Okay, so try it in your system and it will work 100%. Okay, and this is the process for converting .py file into .exe. Okay, and also once you have installed your py installer, you can access your .py file directly. Right? Just click your .py file. It gives you a result. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it's this is introduction for your TK Inter. Okay, so TK Inter, our library is using to create your Windows application. Okay, this is one of your Windows application. Okay, you can see, so it gives digital clock. Okay, so in the earlier we have downloaded some widgets, right? So widgets is using to uh, give your time, date, and weather. Okay, so in some of mobile phones we have till now. Okay, so showing widgets and showing digital clocks. Okay, so the same process I have used in here. Okay, so you can create your digital clock by own, and you can run it like this. Okay, so you can paste. So main loop for continuous looping. Okay, so because we this is your dynamic, right? Okay, so this is your dynamic. Okay, so we need to open this window continuously, right? So that's why I'm giving main loop. Okay, so the main loop is used to open your window continuously. Okay, so by looping concept, right? So in main loop function, it is only one in your tkinter library. Okay, you can't use that main loop into your normal Python. Okay, and this will open your tkinter. Okay, so we need this window automatically updates, right? This is your dynamic window. Okay, because the values are changing, right, by each second and by each microsecond. Okay, so that's why we need main loop for looping them. Okay, so now is it clear?
Sir,
Yeah.
we should not define any function for that.
For what?
Main loop function means we should not define for that function.
Yeah, so main loop is directly calling from your tkinter library.
Okay. Okay,
So
sir.
we need to we do, no need to specify that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you all. And tomorrow you have webinar. Okay. So don't miss that, because the webinar is related to your interview questions and interview subject. Okay. So some of HR HRs are in the panel. Okay, so don't miss it. Give 100% attendance. Okay, so that webinar is very much useful for you guys. Okay, don't miss it. And thank you all.
Sir, this widget can be set in. Can we set this in our desktop, sir?
Yeah, it's like your Windows application. Okay, so if you're opening this, it just open that window and gives like this. If you want to fix permanently, you need to give some extra ports in your code.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so otherwise just open this and like you can drag them and fix it in here. That's
Okay, sir.
all. Okay. Okay, thank you all. Do you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.